down the field, a charging team that will not yield, and win the blue and silver wave. Stand and cheer the brave, rah, 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 go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gang, Alliance victory, go Lions!
It's about I gotta say, it's the stupidest thing in sports.
Whoa, he has trouble with the snap, and the ball is free. It's picked up by Michigan State. Jalen Watts Jackson, and he scores on the last play of the game.
Ground ball, right side. Cabrera will cut it off. Galarraga covers. He's out. No, he's safe.
Phoenix has the ball, and a pinnacle ball throws it down.
DeBrincat gets it back to Gosses, straight across now King. Timberman, they score! Raymond!
Bob got to the throw, and it's caught by St. Brown for a first down.
This is BS Sports.
And away we go. We are back. We were off last week. I already told you guys about that, but we were off last week. We are back. Week 3 of the preseason. Lions, Steelers, back in Ford Field. First home game of the preseason. I guess first home game of the season in general. So, Lions coming off of a comeback victory against KC. Pittsburgh, 0-2 in the preseason, looking for their first victory. Lions trying to finish with a winning record for the second straight year in the preseason. Look, I think it'd be the second straight because I don't think they had a winning record their first or the couple of preseasons ago. But look, we'll sort of see who we get as far as quarterback goes. I want to say I saw or heard that Russell Wilson might be playing. We might see Justin Fields. Obviously, you look at the stats here. He is the leading rusher for the Steelers here. But the other thing that I heard is that apparently, and I guess we'll find out as we kind of get a closer look here at the crowd. I can't really see because it's dark. I'm almost certain I heard that it was a sold out crowd in Ford Field. So home field advantage certainly going to be a factor for Detroit. And look, you can see the drum line in the background. There's TJ Lang, Lions legend and Super Bowl champ with the Packers. But look, this game for me, this is another game where I want to see a lot of Hendon Hooker. I want to see him primarily. Right? I don't want to have to see Nate Sudfeld. I have a feeling we're going to see Nate Sudfeld, but I don't want to see Nate Sudfeld. I'm here to see Hendon Hooker. I'd love to see Jake Bates get some more extra point attempts. So we're going to have to get into the end zone for that to happen. As well as just field goals. Just the more reps he gets in a live NFL game, even if it is just a preseason game, I'll take it. That's what I want to see from Jake Bates. I'd also like to see Sione Vaki, obviously leading rusher for the Lions with 10 carries and 51 yards, which is not exactly telling you much. But hey, he's got more rushing yards than Justin Fields. Does that do anything for you? Isaiah Williams, he's another one. He's got 100 rushing yards over the past couple of weeks. Love to see him continue to go off. We talked about him last show that Sione Vaki and Isaiah Williams, these are two guys that have really showed out in the preseason. So I'd love to see, what happens. And I did see Russell Wilson suited up. So I think we will get to see Russell Wilson. Last time Russell Wilson was playing in the stadium, he did not do good. He was with the Denver Broncos. Now he's with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you know what I realized? I did not fill this up. I'm going to go fill this up. We're lucky. See, this is why we start, 10 minutes before game time. Because sometimes I'm not prepared. Very rare, though. But I try to prepare myself. All right. We got our water. We're good. We're good. Just looking at, I guess, the injury report here on ESPN. Craig Reynolds is questionable. So we probably won't see Craig Reynolds a whole lot, which is fine. I'd rather see Sione Vaki at the running back position anyway. They say Sam Laporta, Jahmyr Gibbs, and Sewell are questionable. They're just not going to play. I mean, they're not hurt or anything, but they were at some point questionable, I guess. On the Steelers side, Roman Wilson, University of Michigan wide receiver. He's apparently questionable. So we're not going to see any Roman Wilson. Who did they pick in the first round? Did they pick anybody noteworthy? I don't even remember. Honestly, at this point, I'm just focusing on I want to see Russell Wilson. I want to see how he looks in this offense. And I guess how Justin Fields will look terrible because he always looks terrible. But the other thing that's interesting about this game is that the Steelers are going into this game at -7. So the Steelers 7-point favorites to win this game, despite the fact that they're 0-2, and despite the fact it's going to be on the road. I don't really understand why they're the favorites exactly. But Lions coming in as 7-point dogs. Okay. I don't look. Here's the other thing. This is unrelated. I have yet to get a single pick right on my pick'em this week. Seth is like beating the ever-loving crap out of me in the pick'ems this week. We both picked the Lions, so I would just like to get one right. So if the Lions can go out and win this game, that would be great. Because I would like to get a pick right. That would feel good. That would make me feel good. The other thing I like about this game, this is an afternoon game, 1 o'clock. We can watch the game, and then later tonight we can watch the Tigers play the White Sox. He said with only slight sarcasm. But it looks like Jared Goff is suited up. So maybe are we gonna get Jared Goff? Unless that was just B-roll footage. No, that looked like today, like live footage. I don't think we're gonna see any of the starters. I guess we'll see. We'll see. Maybe you'll get one series of the starters. But I doubt it. As they showed a preseason highlight in this like Detroit Lions highlight media network thing. But I would be surprised if we see Jared Goff out there. I really would. even if for like a series. But we shall see. Look at that big old Meyer ad. Oh my gosh. Jeez, just 16 days away from the season opener. Next week is going to be weird. Well, not exactly, because I'll still have Michigan State football for that week. So, but man, it's like crazy. We're going to have basically from this point forward, it's, well, barring any general breaks and stuff, it's going to be like constant broadcasts, man. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. Golden Tate, Lions legend in the booth with Jason Ross Jr. Now, my question, if Nate Sudfeld is starting, I'm gonna have a bad time. That's all I'll say. That's all I'm gonna say. I'll have a bad day if Nate Sudfeld's in the fourth quarter and we're winning by 14. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna lose my mind. But if Nate Sudfeld is starting this game and we start with the football, I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna be perturbed. Okay, can I be perturbed? Is that allowed? I don't know what he said, but Hendon Hooker, though, this preseason, 17 for 24, 186 yards. Like, there was a lot of talk about, I don't know if Hendon Hooker, it's like, he has looked, over the past couple of preseason games, he's looked impressive. I've liked how he looked in both of these games. I mean, he had 2 big-time scoring drives late in that game against the Chiefs. Like, he was the quarterback that led that comeback. So, and despite, obviously, he almost lost the game with the fumble, but, like, look, I don't really get the attitude of like, oh, it was a wasted pick. It's like, I think he looks like a really solid backup. He looks very comfortable in the offense. I guess I just don't understand. Maybe other Lions fans could enlighten me, because from what I have seen from Hendon Hooker this preseason, I've liked it. I thought it was good. But Isaiah Williams is a guy to watch. Caden Davis had the big touchdown last week as well. He's a guy to watch. Sione Vaki already said. You know what name I'm a little disappointed in is Doris Fountain. Doris Fountain was a guy who I want to say during training camp was kind of catching a lot of people's attention. He has not done anything in the preseason. So I'm a little disappointed by that. But, I mean, hey, that goes to show you how useful, training camp hype is. Like, a guy can be hyped up and then in the preseason games just no shows. But then again, he could just show up in the regular season and go off. But we won't know. LCC, Lansing Community. Okay, so I found out the other day. So I thought they were like the Lions or something because the claw mark. No, the Lansing Community College is the Stars. I only know this because a friend of mine is going to LCC, and he pointed out that they are the Stars. And I'm going to be honest, did not know that, and regret knowing that, because that's not a good name. The Stars? That's like Dallas. Dallas is the Stars. It's just kind of a lame name. But anyway. How's everybody Saturday? Any of you, I was watching before this game got started here, before I had to go live here. I was watching the Florida State Georgia Tech game. This is a pretty good game. I turned it off. It was 11-7 Florida State, but I was like, wow, Georgia Tech is like in this. Like, they're playing solid defense. Their offense looked pretty good in that first drive. And then Florida State pulled out that crazy trick play on the 2-point conversion. Like, I was into it. I was like, wow, this is actually pretty good. So I guess we'll see, because obviously that game will be over by the time this broadcast is over, who ends up winning. But as it stands, as of right now, Florida State was winning 11-7. But hey, I wouldn't be surprised if Georgia Tech can complete the comeback, because they're playing right with them. They're playing tough. Gosh, this Applegate, oh man, it hits my soul. It's one of the most beautiful commercials, and it's not available on YouTube. Only people who live in mid-Michigan, in the greater Lansing area like me, will know that commercial. Only me. I know how before I was just praising how great I love just the local commercials only, but at a certain point, I'm like, all right, can we get some real commercials? All right, here we go. That is that looks like a packed in crowd. This looks like a playoff game. I mean, it is packed. Okay, there's some upper deck seats that look open there, but this looks like a regular season game. Maybe not a postseason game. Let's not go too far. Keys to the game. Leave it all on the field. Make good film. Find a fourth wide receiver. Hold on. Have we found a third? Because that was another concern of people's, which I really don't quite understand, is the third wide receiver thing. It's like we have so many, like Sione Vaki. I don't know. Like Isaiah Williams. Like there's so many options. I don't know. I don't really get it. There's Danny Rodgers. Danny Rodgers. Oh wait, no, she doesn't have the D in the Rodgers. So is Hooker starting? I thought I heard her say Hooker is starting. It's time. It's time for the Hooker to start. I don't know how he wouldn't start. Based on last week's performance, based on he's the younger, he's got more upside, he's got far more of a future on the team than Sudfeld does, if anything. Like, obviously, I don't know how much of a future Hooker really has in general, but you know, I'd rather develop this backup behind Jared Goff than Sudfeld, who, you know, if you throw him into a game and you need to win it, you're probably going to lose. All right. So here we go. Lions are going to kick off to start the game. Oh gosh. This new kickoff, man. It just isn't it. And maybe it's just preseason stuff, but as it stands, it's just not doing much for me. Jake Bates will kick it off for the Lions. Having a talk there with the ref. I don't really know what are they discussing. But Lions showing off their new home unis, looking solid. We've only seen just the white uniforms since they were on the road. And these Honolulu blue with the gray pants, or the silver pants, they look pretty solid. Steelers wearing their classic white jersey, yellow pants. And here comes the kickoff. We are underway. Just a line drive kick, and a flag is thrown immediately. I'm not really sure what this is. Play is called dead. Okay, it's on the Lions. Was it short? Okay, he didn't hit the landing zone. So that's a penalty on Detroit. The Steelers are going to start, I want to say at like the 40. Something crazy. Yeah, they start at the 40-yard line, their own 40-yard line. And who is that under center for the Steelers? I can't see if that's Russell Wilson. Here's the snap. It might be Russell Wilson. Number 3, Russell Wilson. They hand it off, and a pickup of about 5 yards. So Russell Wilson getting the start for the Steelers. Obviously, a rough couple of seasons with Denver. Gets traded to Pittsburgh this past offseason. So a 5-yard pickup, though, on the run. Russell Wilson's last stint at quarterback in this stadium did not go well. Wilson now under center again. Man in motion from right to left. Fakes the give, pass coming, pressure coming. Throw is caught and nearly brought down. He stays on his feet and it picks up the first down. Could not complete the tackle there, and it's a first down for Pittsburgh. That's George Pickens, who is also playing. I'm a bit surprised by. Oh, my. Oh, hold on. They're taking a look at this. And the runner was down. Okay, so his elbow did go down. I wasn't sure if the elbow down. I'm pretty sure that elbow was down, but yeah, elbow was clearly down. So a nice play there by the defense. Yep, his elbow's clearly down. It's not even a question. So George Pickens makes the catch but takes a loss. It'll be 3rd and 11. Big third down opportunity for this defense that has performed well in the first couple of preseason weeks. So 3rd and 11. Loudon Ford Field. Lions faithful. This is about the loudest preseason game that I've ever heard. Wilson in the shotgun, takes the snap, pass coming. Wilson's got time, still got time, takes a shot. It is caught for a first down, George Pickens. Who else? Managed to break free of the defender, and a nice pickup for the Steelers. Wilson was allotted way too much time in the pocket, and Pickens was way wide open. I don't know who that was on defense, but Pickens was about 3 feet off of the defender. Wilson under center as the Steelers into Lion territory. Wilson takes a snap, toss around, looking for the lane, nowhere to go. Tackle for a loss there. Makes it 2nd and long. That is, I believe that's Stephen Gilmore who made the tackle. Broderick Martin is in the starting lineup. Mekhi Wingo, Josh Paschal, Jalen Reeves-Maybin, all guys we will likely see throughout the season. Ifeatu Melifonwu in the secondary. Amik Robertson as well. 2nd and 11. Wilson under center. Here's the snap. Hand it off again. There's the hole. Breaking free of the tacklers and into the end zone. Steelers with an opening drive touchdown. And just like that, Pittsburgh's on top. Opening drive score. There are a lot of Steelers faithful in the crowd, making their presence known. I mean, that's just an easily broke tackle. It was one man to beat. And poor defense there to start the day for Detroit. Makes it 6-0 Pittsburgh. Chance to make it 7 with the extra point. There's the snap, kick, and it is good. Just barely. 7-0 Pittsburgh. 12:47 left to go in the opening quarter. So Detroit will get the football back. We'll see if they can try to answer with a touchdown. That was rough. Jeez, I get, they have their starting quarterback in there, but they also and George Pickens as well. But I mean, as far as that run was just bad tackling overall. Like he broke free, he found the hole, and then nobody could tackle him. I don't even know who it was that ran in for the touchdown there. Take a look at the. Is that Cordero Patterson? No. Hold on. It is Cordero Patterson. Oh. I don't know why. I didn't expect that. I didn't even know he was playing for the Steelers. Wasn't he playing for the Falcons? Right? Am I crazy? Didn't he play for the Falcons? I swear yeah, he was playing for the Falcons last year. I didn't realize he'd been playing for so long. Jeez, this will be his 11th season in the league. Wow. I didn't know that he was playing for the Steelers. I didn't know. This is news to me. Well, assuming Hendon Hooker is getting the start, he's got a job to do now. He's going to be playing from behind, which he is well familiar with. Watch this just be a shootout. It's going to be 49-49 at the end of the game. It's just going to be high-flying offense the entire game. Man, I'm hungry. I did not eat very much. I ate a bowl of cereal. It was a big bowl of cereal, to be fair. But I did not eat lunch because I was running some errands. And by the time I got back, I was like, I'm not that hungry. And then by the time that the stream was about to start, now I'm getting hungry. And so, well, just going to have to deal with it. I'll have a big dinner. I will say the new unis do look very nice. Especially on TV, they look nice. I thought they looked nice when they revealed them. I mean, I know I'm wearing the old uniform. This was a gift, as I've said. But I do like the new uniforms better than the one that I got. But so Boswell will kick it off for Pittsburgh. And it'll be their first kickoff. Lions' first kickoff return. It is a fly ball caught at about the 10, now past the 25, and just nearly breaking free of the tackle past the 30. And Hendon Hooker is coming out to start. Wearing number 2. Hendon Hooker last week, 11 for 12, 142 yards. 3 of those drives were scoring drives. He had a 7-yard rushing touchdown as well. So here we go. We'll get our first look at Hendon Hooker starting a game. So Hooker in the shotgun, a man to his left. Moves a man in motion on the left side inside. Takes a snap, pass coming. Throw is caught and broken tackle there and forced out of bounds is 27 for Detroit. Short of the first down. Who's 27? He's not on the wide receiver. He must be a running back. I don't know. Craig Reynolds is not playing. They're saying he's in the starting line. That was not Craig Reynolds. Okay, don't know who 27 is. We'll find out. Hooker under center, 2nd and 2. Here's the snap. Toss outside to 27 again, looking for the lane. Tries to break the tackle. He's only going to pick up 1. As Zonovan Knight is 27, so he's a starting running back. So it'll be 3rd and 1 for Detroit early. Just wasn't able to pick it up there was Knight. An early challenge here for Hendon Hooker, 3rd and 1. Out of the huddle they come. Hooker in the shotgun. Couple of wideouts to the left side. Here's the snap. Pass coming. Hooker, pressure coming. Hooker throws, caught, and a first down is picked up. Wow. Pressure came, and Hooker got rid of that ball quickly and picks up the first down. That was pretty impressive. I mean, there was an unblocked defender running right at him, able to get that football to Shane Zylstra, the tight end, who was able to hold on, just barely though. Hooker takes a snap, another pass coming. Hooker, now the pressure comes. Now Hooker is going to be brought down for a sack. Couldn't do it twice. And very little time there for the pass to get out, as Hooker was immediately under pressure there. So it'll be 2nd and 16. Now a real challenge for Hooker. Can he get this drive to stay alive? Here's a snap. Pass coming. Hooker looking. Now pressure comes, and again, Hooker is brought down for a sack. That is back-to-back sacks for the Steeler defense. Hendon Hooker has not been able to avoid the tackles or get rid of the football. So now it'll be a 3rd and very long. Third and 24. Less than 10 to go in the opening quarter. Steelers up 7-0. Hooker takes the snap. Pass coming. Pressure coming again. Hooker loses it. And are they going to say it's a fumble or a pass? Steelers say they have it. And they're going to call it a fumble. Well, that was a nightmare of a start for Hendon Hooker. First series, picked up the first down. Second series, 2 sacks. Then the ball, clearly fumbled. The ball fumbled, and I don't know if anybody knew whether or not he threw it or not, because Hooker didn't really dive for it. So the Steelers will take over in Lion territory with a chance to extend their lead early. Oh boy, it's a nightmare of a start for Detroit. Well, that is not good. This is very not good. Steelers have a chance to go up 2 scores. Oh my gosh. I've never seen this. Clever caddy? Oh. I've never heard. This is a golf simulator. Oh my. Wow. What? You can putt? And you got a bar? Wow. Clever caddy. Potterville, Michigan. Never been. Oh my gosh, they're twins, except one is more bald than the other. Oh my gosh. You know what? I take it back. I love local commercials. So what it looked like what was happening, if I can give some commentary, you had the Eliff brothers, so they were twin brothers, and then suddenly, in a twist ending, I would not expect this, the sons of at least one of the brothers, or maybe son of one brother and son of the other brother, they come in, and now they're the new Eliff. They must be both the same, because they're the new Eliff brothers. Wow. That's incredible. That's incredible stuff. I guess this is like kind of a national commercial. It's like a Ford commercial. They're always driving these cars in these extravagant locations. Why don't they ever show these cars in traffic? That's where you're going to see it most of the time. This is hold on, wait a minute. This is the second 1-800-CALL-SAM commercial in this break. How many? I mean, I know that they're big partners with the Lions, but geez. Anyway, we're back. Steelers up 7-0 and looking to make it more. So is that Justin Fields now in? Yeah, Justin Fields now in at quarterback for the Steelers. So that is it for Russell Wilson. Just 1 series and 1 scoring drive. Here comes Justin Fields, another guy who last time he played in this stadium does not have great memories of it. Oh, and a big leap, but tackle. Cordero Patterson with the carry is taken down, picks up only 1. Leaped in the air and was tackled in the air. If you're Detroit at this point, obviously you want to limit the damage here. Unforced error on offense, giving the Steelers the football back in such good field position. I mean, obviously you'd love to see a turnover here to sort of reset the situation, but last thing you want is 2 scores as Fields throws to a wide open man in the flat, but he's short. So it'll be 3rd down. That is Jefferson with the reception. So it'll be 3rd down. Big opportunity for this defense if they can come up with a stop. Force that field goal unit to come out. As there's the Hell's Bell. So 3rd and 3 for Justin Fields and the Steeler offense. Boy, there is a lot of Lions fans in this crowd. Fields in the shotgun. Snap. They keep it with Fields, and he's going to run and pick up the 1st down. Just diving forward. Little RPO action as the stream. Oh. What just happened? Okay. Oh my. We're getting some technical difficulties on my end, at least. And now we're back. Apparently. It went black. I don't know. Maybe I thought Bane was going to come out. And oh my, this is rough. The Fox broadcast is having a little bit of trouble there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Steelers, 5 yards away from the red zone. Fields in the shotgun. Snap. Pass coming. Fields' throw is caught and taken down at about the 3 or the 4. And it'll be 1st and goal for the Steelers, who, offensively speaking, have dominated the Lions. Pass went right over Sammons, the linebacker. So it'll be 1st and goal for the Steelers. Fields, under center, takes the snap, hands it off, looking for the hole, nowhere to go. He's going to lose a yard. But a flag comes in. That was Josh Pascal, I believe, was the name I heard. And it's going to be defensive holding. That'll make it an automatic 1st and a half the distance. Jeez Louise, you could not have put together a worse start here for the Lions. Turnovers and penalties, and defense not able to stop anything. So 1st and goal, clock rolls again. 7 minutes to go. Steelers up 7-0, but they're knocking on the door. Ball at the Lion 1. A lot of motion going on here for the Steelers as Fields moves into the shotgun all alone. Now another man moving in motion. Here's the snap. Fields is going to run with it, and Fields is going to dive for the end zone, and he's going to be just short. Wow. Looked like he made it, but they're going to say he's just short. Yeah, he is. Good call by the referee. Knee goes down just before he crosses the plane. Yeah. So at about the half-yard line, or maybe no gain, it'll be 2nd and goal. And tried to do a little design run for Fields. Did not pay off. We'll see if this pays off here. 2nd and goal. Takes the snap. Hands it off into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Pirine with the rushing touchdown. And the Steelers are up 13-0. I got to say, I don't think a lot of these fans in Ford Field were expecting it to look like this. So far, everything's coming up Steelers. Extra point attempt coming up here. There's the snap, and a flag comes in. He makes the kick, or a whistle was blown. It is a flag. See what the penalty is. And it's going to be a false start on the Steelers. Now, that actually does change things. It'll be a further back extra point attempt. No longer just seemingly just a chip shot. See if that has any effect. As the Steelers up 13-0, they are moved back an extra 5. Should be still a pretty easy kick for Boswell. Here's the snap. Kick away, and it's good. 5 yards made no difference. It's 14-0 Steelers, and we're still in the first quarter. 6:05 to go. Lions have had nothing to show. Steelers now sitting with an 81.9% win probability on ESPN. That is we're not even into a quarter. We're not even done with the first quarter, and the Steelers already have a over 80% chance of winning the game. It's not been good. It's not been good. This has been a very terrible start for the Lions on both ends of the football field, on both defense and offense. I mean, offense looked. I'll say at least the offense had a little bit of a spark there initially, and then Hooker fumbles the ball, and now you're dealing with a 2-possession ball game very early. I mean, didn't matter if it was Justin Fields or Russell Wilson. Both of them looked real good offensively, at least against the Lions defense. I can't stop looking at this Joe's Body Shop commercial where there's a pug smoking a cigar. I hope that pug is still alive. He's not really smoking a cigar, guys. It's a fake. It's just like a Photoshop or like a video editing thing. They did a little. It's a little fun video effect that they did. But I don't know if he was smoking that cigar. He'd be pretty cool. That'd be one cool dog, you know. How's the day going? Not great so far because Lions are down 14-0. And Hendon Hooker did not look great in that first possession. But good to see you in the stream. Hopefully they can mount the comeback like they did last week. Although this time in front of the hometown crowd. That looks like a delicious McDonald's breakfast. Why would you not get the Egg McMuffin? Why would you get the bagel? Egg McMuffin's the way to go at McDonald's. I think I've said this before, but McDonald's has far better breakfast than they do dinner or / lunch. Their breakfast is, they know what they're doing. But their pancakes, not even a question. So second kickoff of the day for the Steelers. Lions take it out from inside their own 10. Past the 25, finds a hole past the 40 and taken down at the 45. Big return there for Detroit. That's what you need, a nice play on special teams. That is Isaiah Williams, who, again, continues to impress in the preseason. Took that out from about the 10 and got the Lions all the way to the 45. That's impressive. So Hooker lining up under center for take 2. Here's the snap. Hooker going to hand it off to 28. Is that Vyaki? He's going to pick up a few yards on the carry. Yeah, it'd be good to see a good game, right? I mean, obviously it's preseason, so result doesn't really matter. But hopefully they can keep themselves in it because I'd rather not watch an incredibly boring game with you guys. So we can at least make it interesting, and hopefully the Lions win. That's always more fun. Hooker under center. Takes a snap. They're going to give it to the running back again, and this time he's going to go down for a loss. So any yards that he picked up, he just lost there. It was going to be 3rd and probably 10 or 11. That's Jermar Jefferson, I believe, is in that running back. So it'll be right back to 3rd and 10. Picked up 3 yards and then lost 3 yards. Hooker now in the shotgun, 3rd and 10. Here's the snap. Pass coming. Pressure coming. Hooker throw is incomplete. The intended receiver was Donovan Peoples-Jones. He had to get rid of that football quickly, and DPJ was off target. So no yards of offense in that drive, and Jack Fox will come out to punt it away. So very poor offense on the first couple of drives here for Detroit. It has all come up Steelers on both sides of the ball. See if Jack Fox can pin them back, maybe give the defense a little bit of a break. There's the snap. Punt is up and away, and it's pretty deep. Inside the 10, Steelers will take it out, and looking for the lane, not really going to find it. Taken down at about the 15, but they're going to give him the forward progress, I'd reckon. 4:35 to go in the opening quarter. Steelers up 14-0. Lions back-to-back bad offensive drives. Yeah, I'm actually not really sure. Like, I don't hate the Honolulu blue, but I guess it's not a very popular sports color. You know, like, no other teams really wear Honolulu blue. So in that case, the Lions are unique. So there's that. Oh my gosh, this stupid Jack Daniels commercial. Maybe it appeals to some. I mean, it's kind of cool. It's like all the black and white with the people playing the guitars and stuff, and AC/DC play. It's just so like I don't know. It's almost too like it's like too on the nose, right? It's not. I don't know. They need to do better. Do better, Jack Daniels. All right. Maybe we'll get a pick six. That could spark some life. No, I did not. So this jersey is a gift. I got it for either Christmas. Yeah, Christmas it would have been. But obviously, well, it was a Christmas gift that came late. Because all Christmas gifts at this point nowadays just come late. There's no world in which you get your gifts for anybody on time because everybody's ordering gifts now. The only time you get things on time is when you're buying for yourself. That's what I've noticed. When I'm buying just something, and I guess I don't have like a timeline, but whenever I need something for like a gift or something specific in a particular like time frame, it'll always be late. Speaking of which, I gotta get my mom a birthday gift because her birthday's next week. I gotta do that. That'll be post game activities for me. Justin Fields back out on the field. Touchdown drive in his first show, but obviously with very favorable field position. We'll see if he can drive down the field and really put the Steelers on top. Oh, I do see I saw one of the players was wearing the little cap, little safety cap. I hardly noticed it just because it's like matching the Steeler helmet, which makes sense. Fields is gonna hand it off, and nowhere to go was the running back. Picks up just about a yard or two. Yeah, scheduling stuff like that, man, it's terrible trying to schedule with people. I always get stressed out trying to do like events and stuff with friends because it's like you want to get a good amount of people, but you also don't want to like have to constantly be scheduling and rescheduling stuff. So yeah, I get that. I get the struggle. Fields in the shotgun, takes the snap, and thought about passing. He just hands it off and just going to pick up about 5 or 6 yards. It'll be third down and relatively short. Terrion Arnold watching on. First round pick for the Lions this past season. Jason Ross Jr. should just shave his head. I don't mean to be disrespectful to Mr. Ross Jr., but come on, buddy. Just be bald. Just you don't need whatever it is on your head, get rid of it. I understand though. If I was in his spot, I'd also. Oh, he bobbled the snap. Fields did not know it was coming, and he is going to be brought down and sacked. Oh my goodness, that was a near disaster for the Steelers. But the Steeler offense for the first time today will go 3 and out. Justin Fields didn't even see the snap coming. I called it like that he bobbled it, but he was not even looking, and then the snap came, hit him on the right hand, and I mean, good on him for trying to make a play out of it, but he was brought down and sacked there. So it'll be 4th and 8, and the punt team comes out for the Steelers for the first time. Up and away goes the punt, and it is not too deep, but a flag comes in, and here comes the return from Williams, trying to break tackles, and he's brought down at the 45, but we'll see if that stands given the flag. Yep, I'm on Ross St. Brown. It does have the nameplate. It looks pretty, I mean, it's like an official jersey. It's not like a bootleg. It's from like the Detroit Lions store and everything. And it's going to be a holding on the Lions. So there goes so much for that return from Williams. Yeah, it does have the Saint at the beginning. I guess I could just turn around. I don't know how well, like, there. See, yeah, St. Brown. It's very nice, and it's like cool. It's like sewed on and everything. Like again, like you're gonna get jerseys. Don't go cheap, unless you're I don't know. Money is a factor. I'm not a big jersey guy to begin with. But if you're gonna get a jersey, you get a really nice one that's sewed, like you can tell everything's sewed on, like the nameplate and everything. You know, I know people don't really like Fanatics, but that's unfortunately just that's the official source. So I would rather go with the official people than something, bootleg. Yeah, right. I want to say his dad. That was he added the Saint Brown to his birth certificate because he said it would look cool on a football jersey. He did that for all of his kids because his dad's just John Brown, and his mom is, I think, Miriam. And their pass was caught by the screen. That was Shane Zylstra. I thought that was incomplete. Screen pass will pick up about a yard from Shane Zylstra. I can't believe he caught that. 2nd and 9, 1-yard pickup on the screen. So Lions ball at their own 21. Hooker takes the snap, hands it off, and Jermar Jefferson able to break free of initial contact, but not pick up the first down. Picks up about maybe 5 or 6 yards. There's Giovanni Manu out of British Columbia. The rookie. It's like 6'7", 350 pounds of man. So it'll be 3rd and 5. Another 3rd down opportunity for Hendon Hooker. There's a snap. Pass coming. Hooker now going to run with it. There he goes. Hooker able to pick up the first down. And Hooker shows his speed. Appreciate it, man. Don't thank me. Thank you for watching. Nobody watched. I wouldn't do it. I'd probably still do it, honestly, for documentation purposes. 1st and 10, though. Final 40 seconds of the opening quarter. Lions down 14. Hendon Hooker under center. There's the snap. Hooker, play action. Pass coming. Hooker nearly breaks free, but is brought down and sacked. And that is the 3rd sack of the day. This Lions offensive line has not provided the support for Hooker. But that will do it for the opening quarter, I would imagine. Looks like they're just kind of lingering around, so I believe that will do it for the opening quarter. And there it goes. So after 1, Steelers 14, Lions nothing. It'll be 2nd and 17 for the Lions as the 2nd quarter comes back. Yeah, I was kind of done with the long hair. I was just getting too much to manage. Just didn't really want to have to deal with it anymore. And I just at this point I just kind of prefer it shorter. So chopped it. Donated the hair though, because I figure it would be a waste not to donate. It was long enough that it was donatable. So hopefully somebody's making use of it. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, like, if people got long hair and they cut it, it just makes more sense to me that you would donate. I mean, I don't think you're, like, obligated to necessarily, but it's like, otherwise it's just going to go in the garbage, right? It's just going to be thrown out, you know? Look at that landscaping. Oh my gosh. It's the preseason and we're already getting well, I guess this is an anti-gambling ad. This is like the be careful about betting. This is my life. This is just our life. It's just all the bet now, free bet. Your first bet is $1 billion guaranteed. This is just our life. I agree with that commercial. No more betting commercials. I can't stand it. No more. Who the heck is Parker Hesse? Or Hesse? They're showing the tight end room. Obviously, Laporta's on top, then Brock Wright, James Mitchell, Shane Zylstra, Parker Hesse, and Sean McKeon. I have a bold prediction where the Lions will end up. I mean, like, I don't know if it's bold, but I think they could win the Super Bowl. I think they're one of those teams in the NFC that can make the Super Bowl for sure. So if you can make it, you can win it. Hooker takes a shot, and it is incomplete. I don't know who he was throwing to, but did not hit his target. It'll be 3rd down and long. Yeah, I think like basically the people who get mad at the aggressive, it's like you got to 12-5 in the NFC Championship game with Dan Campbell's coaching style. So I don't just like change it. It's like, no, like go for it. Like do what you must. Continue being the coach you were. There's the snap. Hooker pass coming. Hooker pressure coming. Breaking free. Now Hooker's going to run with it, and he's not got a lot of room. He's going to pick up about 4 or 5 yards, maybe 6. And he's going to be well short. It'll be 4th down, and the punt team's got to come out again. So a 6-yard pickup makes it 4th and 11. Punt team comes out. Look at Sam Laporta. He's got the stash. He's already starting his Iowa tight end Viking transformation. They all turn into like ancient Vikings with big beards and long hair. He's already got the stash. He's starting it. George Kittle, TJ Hawkinson, they both turned into like cavemen. That's a deep punt from Fox all the way back to the 5, taking it out from there and then tackled at about the 12. A really nice punt from Jack Fox. Special teams has been the most I've been the most impressed with our special teams this game so far, which is not great. Not usually shouldn't be the highest thing that you're praising in your team's performance is the special teams. Unless you're the Chargers that one year when they had the number 1 defense and number 1 offense and didn't make the playoffs. And they had the worst special teams. So here come the Steeler offense again, inside their own 15. Justin Fields under center. Takes a snap. Fakes the give. Pass coming. Fields throws up the middle. It's caught for the 1st down. And Steeler, I think that's a first down for Fields after that touchdown drive that he had from the fumble. Yeah, right. I mean, you want to keep the momentum from any great season. It doesn't carry over, contrary to popular belief. Seasons don't usually carry over. Or at least you can't say, well, they did well last year, so they'll do well this year. I mean, you look at the Eagles. They made the Super Bowl, and there's a nice run there for the Steelers on a couple of stiff arms there to pick up another 1st down. And then last year, they get eliminated in the 1st round. So nothing's guaranteed, but I do think the Lions have the culture. They have the talent. They have the coach. And they only got better, just as do all teams. They get better. They got better, especially on the defensive side. I mean, I certainly think again they're favorites to repeat for the division, and that means at least one guaranteed home game in the playoffs. And this environment, Ford Field in the playoffs, it's scary. it's hard to win if you're the road team. There's a pass up the middle that is. Are they going to say he caught that? And they're going to say incomplete. Okay. I couldn't tell. And yeah, that ball clearly hits the ground. So, incomplete pass makes it 2nd and 10. 12:35 to go in the second quarter. Steelers ball at their own 36, 14-0 to score. 10 seconds on the play clock. Now 5, 4, 3. Just able to get the snap off. Fields hands it off and nowhere to go. A pickup of about 1 or 2 yards makes it third down again. Yeah, right. I mean, like, the question is, like, was it a personnel problem with defense or was it a scheme problem? Like, I still don't really know if Aaron Glenn is all that good of a defensive coordinator. Since he's gotten here, our defense has been terrible. But it could just be a talent standpoint. This will be the most talent that he's had on the defensive side of the football. So he's got to perform. His defense has got to perform. It's 3rd and 8 for Fields and the Steelers. There's the snap. Pass coming. Pressure coming. Fields going to be brought down and sacked. And the pressure came. And the tackle was delivered. So that's a nice stop there for the defense to completely collapse the pocket on Justin Fields. So nowhere to go. Back-to-back impressive stuff there from the defense. As soon as Justin Fields entered the game, obviously that first drive was a touchdown, but they started at the Lion like 30 or 40. So another opportunity for the Lions to try to get themselves back on the board here because the defense has started to heat up. Punt is going to go all the way back to the Lion 20. Isaiah Williams is going to take it all the way to the 36 on the return. There's Golden Tate signing autographs. 14-0 Steelers. Lions get the ball back again. I gotta say, I'm really disappointed with Hendon Hooker so far. Offense has been terrible. And the defense is starting to hold back the Steelers at least. So the defense is keeping them in this game. It is only a 2-possession game. But offensively, the Lions have just been just dead. Like, plan to go in any games this year? And at the moment, no. Not planning on it. If plans emerge, I would certainly not be opposed to go to any games. I have to look at what their home schedule is like. Last year, as I don't know if this is, people know. I went to the Raiders game, Monday night game. That was a lot of fun. Really, really had a great time. That was my first Lions game ever. So definitely a great game to go to. Jahmyr Gibbs going off. And just a great win on the Halloween weekend, going into the bye week. 6-2. This is great. This is great game. I would love to go to another game, but I won't go by myself, I guess. So if somebody wants to go, somebody offers it up to me, then I'll go. Otherwise, I got no problem watching the games on TV and just broadcasting them live and giving the live reaction. Litter robot. It's a Meijer commercial. I know this one. Because that kid, he looks at the dinosaur and he's like, I'm going to be a dinosaurologist. That's what a dinosaur scientist is. People don't know that. That's what it is. Oh, it was loud. It was as loud. I said this. It was the loudest public event I have ever been to. I have never and that was, it was a primetime game, right? So it was, national broadcast. Probably you had more people on average going to that game. It's Halloween weekend, so it's a party. You got people dressed up as skeletons and ghosts and ghouls and other assorted scary things. It was so much fun, though. So much fun. That was the first game as well that they wore the alternate helmets. So I got a nice, can't see it. I had a nice Aiden Hutchinson poster of him wearing the gray uniform with the blue helmet and the old school logo that came with the game. It was like a part of the program, which is pretty cool that they give that. And I got an Aiden Hutchinson bobblehead as well. So this is great. Like, I got so much merchandise that I didn't even have to pay for just going to the game. As a handoff there, picks up a few yards for the Lions. Hooker 3 for 5 today for 17 yards, a couple of rushes for 15 yards. I mean, just very, very weak stuff from Hendon Hooker. Just gets 17 yards on 3 catches. I mean, where are you even throwing the ball? Here's the snap. Play action. Hooker going to screen it, and unable to come up with it is Shane Zylstra. The pass was a little high for Zylstra, but he was wide open. As Nate Sudfeld watches on, he may come in here early. I mean, that's a pass you got to be able to complete. Well, for one, Shane Zylstra's got to be able to catch the football, but like that's an easy toss. That's on Hooker as much as it's on Shane Zylstra. Isaiah Williams trying to call on to his teammate to go in motion correctly. 3rd and 8. As a whistle is blown, timeout is called for Detroit. Things were looking weird there, and Dan Campbell didn't like it. Guys did not know whether or not to go in motion. You had Williams trying to call for his teammates. So, Lions called the first time out of the game. Third and 8. I mean, this is Hendon Hooker. It's like night and day as far as his performance against KC and his performance today. He has looked very, very poor in this first half. Just 17 yards passing and the turnover as well, which is what gave the Steelers that lead as a flag is thrown and both teams jump, and it's going to be a false start on Detroit. Once again, the offense just not able to get it going. The Steelers were on it, too. Everybody moved as soon as that first movement from the rookie Giovanni Manu. So 3rd and 13. There's a snap. Pass coming. Pressure coming. And once again, Hooker is sacked. Hendon Hooker is fighting for his life right now. I mean, he's just taking hits, not having the time to pass the ball. Offensive line has been absolutely putrid today. So the punt team comes out again in what has been a nightmare of a start for Detroit. Oh, yeah, that's just, well, this is Lions. But on this sleeve, it's William Clay Ford. It's a WCF. Obviously, not the original owner, but the first Ford to own the team. He bought the team back in the 60s. Not a fan of having that because William Clay Ford was a terrible owner, obviously. But it's their way of honoring him, I guess, because the family still owns the team. See, I will stand correct because the commercial for LCC, for Lansing Community College, they say the heart of a lion. And I know that's just like a phrase, but and then there was the claw thing. Very misleading. Very misleading for the Lansing Community College stars. Very misleading. Very, very misleading. Applegate, home, and comfort. You made the right call. I wish you all could hear this commercial. It is so incredible. I will not scan your stupid QR code, insurance company. I will do no such thing. I refuse. I already told this story, but I refuse to do the TV commercial QR codes ever since the Super Bowl a couple of years ago when it was just the stupid crypto thing. Refuse on principle. Yeah, ever since Sheila's taken over, she's done a pretty good job, obviously. Just the one losing season. So that's already off to a much better start for Sheila as the primary owner in charge of things. So hopefully she will be the one that can be the owner when the Lions win their first Super Bowl. But at least she's got her head in the right space, it seems. Meanwhile, 14-0 Steelers. Oh, our worldwide markets. So Lions, if you're in Germany, well, I guess that makes sense because I'm on Ross St. Brown. If you're in Austria, you can watch the Lions. Cool. Canada, that makes sense. Does every team have a worldwide market? They must. I mean, I don't see why you wouldn't. A new quarterback in for the Steelers. I don't know who that is. They're going to hand it off and pick up just about 3 or 4 yards. I don't know who's in at quarterback for the Steelers. Look at J-Mo and St. Brown watching on. Hold on, wait a minute. Did Golden Tate just call Jamison Williams an all-pro talent? I'm excited for Jamison Williams next year because I think he finished last year strong. Let's relax on all-pro, all right? St. Brown's an all-pro. Jamison Williams has not played a full season yet. Let's relax, Golden Tate. And a little bit of a miscommunication as a sack comes in. That's James Houston with another nice play defensively. I think the quarterback there thought it was going to be a fake handoff or maybe just an actual handoff, and real miscommunication there. Yeah, I don't even know who owns the Dolphins. I know that their owner had like a bit of a disagreement, so to speak, with Brian Flores because the owner wanted him in the tank or something like that. And the pass is going to be caught, I believe, but short of the first down. So it'll be 3rd down again. Did he catch this? He did. He did catch the football, but he'll be short. So the punt team comes out once again. It's just been a punt competition here for these two teams since the second quarter. Williams takes it out from the 15, looking for the lane. Williams tries to break free. He will take the ball out to about the 27 or 28-yard line. That was one of his weaker returns. Oh, Stephen Ross. Okay. That name does sound familiar. Yeah, I mean, the Dolphins haven't won a Super Bowl since the 70s, so you can't really say that at least this current ownership, obviously, I don't know if their ownership has been this, how long their ownership has been the same, but certainly their current ownership, it's hard to say whether or not it's been all that successful. The Dolphins are one of those weird teams that, like, you know, you don't really get a lot of people like pointing them out as far as like franchises that have really sucked for a long time. No offense. Like, they haven't really been good since like the 90s. Like we're going on like over 2 decades here where the Dolphins, I want to say, have not anymore at this point because the Lions broke their playoff drought, but like a similarly long playoff win drought for the Dolphins. Right? Because then they lost just this past season in the wild card round. I don't think they won any other, like, and even just like, you know, championship game drought. Like they have not done a lot. And to be fair, they were dealing with Tom Brady for the entirety of the 2000s and 2010, so they weren't winning the division then. I do like Tua though. I'm weirdly in the minority on this because I think he's a solid quarterback. And I like their offense just cooks when it's the regular season, and they have not shown it in the big games. They've not shown it during difficult weather conditions, we'll just say. Although I'm not going to really hold that against him because, like, there is no offense that is still as good as it is in perfect weather conditions as one that in bad weather conditions. So, like, it's like, yeah, obviously Miami, they play their home games in beautiful Miami, so it's sun shining and basically never cold. But yeah, Lions need to win the Super Bowl soon. Oh man, Lions Dolphins Super Bowl. That would be an interesting Super Bowl. I mean, yeah, I hope the Lions would win that game by 100. So, like, I've said this to Seth. Like, Seth, the co-host of the regular show, is a Chargers fan. I think I told him, like, if the Lions play the Chargers, I hope they win by 100. Like, I hope they destroy them. I hope, like, I don't want the game to be close, and like, or like any of these teams. Like, I got a friend who's from Buffalo, a Bills fan, and it's like, look, if the Lions play the Bills, I hope they beat them by a billion. Like, I hope they make the Bills cry. Like, it's just how it is. Pass is dropped by, I believe that's James Mitchell. That's a pass that was perfectly thrown by Hooker. If you're James Mitchell, you got to catch the football. That's just Bush League. Can't drop balls like that. A 2-0 game. That game would be the worst game to call. I would just be like, it would have to be the most boring game ever. Here's the snap. Hooker, pass coming. Hooker throws it up the middle. This time it's caught. That's Caden Davis, but he's going to be short of the first down. And that's, I want to say, like the first completion in a while for Hendon Hooker. So it'll be 3rd down and short. Caden Davis gets his first catch of the day. Had the big touchdown last week against the Chiefs. A 4th quarter, 2-minute safety. I mean, there's been a lot of football games played, so it's possible that happened at one point, but you never know. There's the snap. Hooker's going to hand it off, and it's going to be close. Funk, the running back. And I think they're going to bring out the chain gang. No, they're going to say the Lions got it. Yeah, definitely still going to the gym. Appreciate you for, it's hard to know. I'm wearing a jersey. I'm basically wearing a dress. So, like, very, like, baggy. But yeah, still going to the gym. Highly recommend. Men especially should be going to the gym. Got to keep your health up to task, especially if you're not working in, like, a physical environment. Let's just say that. If you're not working in, like, construction. Hooker with a quick pass. It is dropped. Oh, man, that would have been a big catch and run for Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he just couldn't come up with a football. I mean, that's a ball you gotta catch. That's 2 very nice passes from Hooker to the intended receivers that they just straight up just drop. And for a guy like Donovan Peoples-Jones, who was traded to the Lions last year at the deadline, he's got to look for something, as Funk able to break free of the initial contact and dive forward for a 1st down. Or maybe a 3rd down. I thought it looked like he got it. No, not really. I don't have a goal. Just keep doing it, basically. Just putting on more weight, basically. There's the snap from Hooker, and they're going to give it to Funk again. This time he's going to be taken down for a loss. That was on 1st and 10, by the way. They picked it up. Jared Goff on the sideline, watching on, listening in as well. You know, he could certainly be a valuable teacher to Hendon Hooker as he continues to develop behind Jared Goff. Hooker takes the snap, passes, caught up the middle. That is Isaiah Williams. And a big 1st down, and the Lions offense finally into Steeler territory. Isaiah Williams, again, continues to make really nice plays in the preseason. Jared Goff clapping on the sidelines, likes what he sees. Fist pumping. Ball at the Steeler 36. Hooker under center. Man in the backfield is Funk. There's the snap. Fakes the give. Pass coming. Hooker gonna try to get rid of it. It is knocked down at the line, though. Oh, it's bringing definitely a little bit more entertainment value that I know I got somebody here listening to the game and, chatting back and forth. Because at least as of right now, 14-0 game in the second quarter. Not exactly the most exhilarating game to call, but it's preseason. I always, whenever preseason is starting, it's like, yes, finally, football. And then you watch the preseason and you're like, wow, this is terrible. How do we do this for 3 weeks? Hooker hands it off to Funk, who finds a hole, and Funk able to take that ball all the way to the 22 for a first down and then some. And now the offense is really starting to come alive. Lions just a yard or two away from the red zone. "21-yard line of Pittsburgh. Lions with the football. Hooker in the shotgun. Man to his right, moving Maurice Alexander in motion a little bit inside on the right side. Hooker, pressure coming. Now Hooker going to run with it. Hooker finding the lane, staying on his feet. Look at Hooker go past the 5 and diving to about the 3-yard line. Whoa, baby. Nice running and breaking of tackles from Hendon Hooker, and it is 1st and goal Detroit. That is the elusiveness and mobility that he showed off at the University of Tennessee a couple of seasons ago, breaking multiple tackles and nearly getting into the end zone. Hooker under center again, takes the snap. They're going to give it to Funk. Funk trying to break free. He's going to be stopped at the line. Second and goal. Final 3 minutes of the half. Hooker just trying to get the Lions on the board. They will start with the football in the third quarter, so this is huge. Could make it a game in the second half. Hooker, snap, pass coming. Hooker looking, throw, caught, touchdown. There you go. First passing touchdown for Hendon Hooker of the preseason, and the Lions are on the board. That was Funk with the reception and diving forward to get the end zone. First touchdown of the preseason for him as well. And now an opportunity for Jake Bates to try another extra point. He missed his lone extra point last week. Here's the snap, kick away, and he nails it right down the middle. 14-7, Lions get on the board. That's a touchdown. We can do the fight song. Look at that. First time doing the fight song.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield, and win the blue and silver wave. Stand and cheer the brave, rah, rah, rah. Go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field in gang, a Lions victory. Go Lions!
I was going to say, I heard on the background, they're showing the Lions TV network trailer or whatever. I thought for a second it was playing the fight song, because there was a moment where it synced up, the beats. I was like, what? A 5-minute drive, 72 yards for Hendon Hooker. That is much more like the Hooker that we saw last week in Kansas City than the one we saw this mostly opening half, as Jake Bates able to line that kick, and it rolls out of bounds. And the flag is thrown. That is a penalty. The ball will be placed at the 40 for the Steelers. So Jake Bates has not shown the ability to be that good of a kickoff man. First kickoff today, he was unable to reach the landing zone. Then just the second kickoff, kicked it out of bounds. The new punt formation? You mean the new kickoff? I'm not a big fan of the new kickoff, if that's what you're asking. I think it's a little weird. Pass is caught in the flat, and breaking free of the first contact is 13 for the Steelers, but he only picks up about a couple of yards. I still don't know who's in at quarterback for the Steelers. What does it say? What does it say? Because I don't want to look at the ESPN thing because it's like a little ahead. I don't want to get spoiled. Just coming up on the 2-minute warning. And there it is. 2-minute warning. I guess I could look at it now. That's scoring. All plays. Kay Allen. Not Keenan Allen. Who is Kay Allen? I guess I can just look at the... Hold on. Really quick. Kyle Allen. Who the heck is Kyle Allen? Who is Kyle Allen? Any relation to Keenan? Or Ray? Or any other famous Allens? Tim? Kyle Allen. I mean, hey, look, the win probability for the Steelers is down to 73.9%. That's pretty good. It's moving in the right direction. It's moving in the right direction. And if the defense can continue to basically just halt the Steelers, I mean, we saw the Lions last week come back in the second half against the Chiefs. That was on the road, so this is a very interesting commercial about the dangers of betting. Oh, he bet his girlfriend or wife. I don't know who that. It was another. It could have been just a woman that was just in his house. Could have been the maid. Don't regret the bet. Yeah, usually you don't regret the bets that you win. In my experience, which is 0, you only ever bet because you want to win. Right? You're not like, oh man, darn, I'm too bad I bet that. It's like everybody knows the golden rule, which is you quit right before you're about to get your best bet. Terrible. Sports gambling is just annoying. I don't like it. Yeah, right, exactly. Let me just like go back into the past and I'll bet like what was the Super Bowl with the Seahawks and the Broncos? I'll bet the over on that one. Whatever the over under was, I'll bet the over. T-shirt toss. Where's Tom Goris? Is Tom Goris been spotted at Ford Field throwing the t-shirts into the crowd? T-shirt Tom. T-shirt Tom. Oh, that little girl's got a new jersey. Wow. The dad's got the old jersey. The little girl got the new one. She loves him. And he loves her. How beautiful. 2nd and 8. Allen all alone in the shotgun. There's the snap. Pass coming from Allen. Allen loses the football. That ball is loose on the ground, and it's going to be a scramble for who's got it. It might be Lion football. They're picking guys up. And it's Lion football. There you go. Kyle Allen lost the football. Lions pick it up. Wow. And all of a sudden, Detroit has a chance to tie this game up before the half. Boy, how things can change quickly in this game. That ball was on the ground for as long as I have seen a fumble be on the ground in an NFL game. Wow. So a strip sack gives the Lions a football. Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't bet against Brady. That's just, you should have known better, Steve. You should have. Yeah, that's on you. I'm sorry. You can't bet against Tom Brady. It's never gonna go well. One way or the other, it's not gonna go well. Hooker takes the snap, fakes the give, pass coming. Hooker lets loose. It is caught. Who is that? That is Caden Davis, and now the Lions back in the red zone. Really nice throw and catch. Just got it right to his man, Caden Davis. Now a minute and a half. Lions still got a couple of TOs as well. Steelers still have all three. And again, the Lions will get the football in the third quarter. 7 for 13 is Hooker. Moves the man in motion, takes a snap, toss, looking for the hole and finding it as the Lions are into the 10-yard line. Second down, Jermar Jefferson with the carry. I mean, that was Hooker throwing with a sack coming, pressure coming. So that pass to Caden Davis. 50 seconds and counting, 2nd and 3. Nobody has used the TO yet. And now whistles are being blown. And the Lions call timeout. Not sure why they waited so long. They were just going to call timeout anyway. Just want to burn a little bit more time, I suppose. But you don't want to burn too much time here because you want to score a touchdown here. You want to tie this game up going into the second half. So I'm not sure I agree with holding out for like 10 or 15 more seconds there to call the TO, unless Campbell was trying to call a timeout and couldn't get the ref's attention. I have a hard time believing that guy can't get somebody's attention. So 2nd and 3 inside the Steeler 10. Probably going to be a lot of passing here for Detroit, albeit they do have one more timeout. Hooker in the shotgun. Man to his left. Here's the snap. He's going to keep it. He's going to be on the run. Hooker, he's going to run with it. Hooker is going to run out of bounds and pick up the first down. That's a really smart play from Hendon Hooker. A little RPO action. Maybe it was a designed fake handoff run. And he is able to pick up the 1st and goal and stop the clock with 38 seconds. That's really good looking stuff. Oh yeah, that was a rough day. I remember that. Hooker in the shotgun again. Here's the snap. And they're going to hand it off to Jefferson, trying to force his way through. He's going to be just short. Ball at about the 2, maybe the 1. And a timeout called again. And that is the final TO for Detroit. 28 seconds to go in the half. Touchdown and an extra point would tie the game. Lions in the driver's seat right now. That was probably the last time we'll see a run, I would imagine. Although, I mean, ball at just the 1-yard line of Pittsburgh. Problem is, you'd have to quickly run another play if you don't score. Steelers do still have all 3 timeouts, but doesn't look like they intend on using them. Hooker in the shotgun. There's the snap. They're going to run it, and they're going to score. Jermar Jefferson gets into the end zone, and the Lions are an extra point away from tying it up. Talk about ballsy. Running the ball with no timeouts and 28 seconds on 2nd and goal. And it is 14-13. Steelers still on top, but Lions chance to tie it up. Jake Bates set to attempt the extra point to tie this ball game. There's the snap, kick away, and it's good. 2 extra points made for Jake Bates, and the Lions have tied it up. 25 seconds to go in the half. Hit the fight song.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield, and win the blue and silver wave. Stand and cheer the brave. Rock, rock, rock. Go hard, win the game. With honor, you will keep your fame. Down the field and gain a Lions victory. Go Lions!
Yeah, right? I mean, talk about a flipping of the script. I mean, this game has gone from nightmare scenario where the Lions looked awful in the first quarter to now, here in the second quarter, they've roared back, no pun intended. 25 seconds to go here in the half. But they will start with the football in the third quarter. 14 unanswered points. Defense has locked down the Steelers, and the offense has really started to come alive. They're taking that one out from about the 5 and nowhere to go. Stopped at about the 25-yard line was Plumlee, but a flag is down. And it's going to be a holding on the Steelers. So that'll bring back the return. But 19 seconds to go. I can't imagine they're going to run a play here, especially with the game tied. Who are the Titans playing in Week 8? That's a very specific game. And it's also a very specific week. I don't know how you could bet a game that early. I could never. That seems stupid. As the Steelers just knee it out, and that will do it for the opening half. So after 2, we are tied 14-14. Lions will start with the football in the third quarter. But all the momentum swinging towards them right now as they are sitting at a 51% win probability now on ESPN going into the half. That's not that high, but all right, it's more than a coin flip shot. I know we play the Titans. I don't know if that's week 8. Are you saying the Titans are going to beat us? I think that's... I mean, as it stands now, but I don't know what the Titans are going to look like. Because, what's his name? What's his name? The quarterback they have. What is the name of their quarterback? It's not Drake May. That's New England. Why am I blanking on his name? No, not Ryan Tannehill. He's not the quarterback anymore. He's a free agent. Pretty sure. It's their old quarterback. He's the guy who has mayo in his coffee. Will Levis. Will Levis is their quarterback. Will Levis. Wait, hold on. How did we go to 52%? Nothing happened. They just need the ball. All right. So 52.4% chance of winning the game going into the half. Hendon Hooker is our leading rusher and our leading passer. 7 for 13 for 63 yards and 4 carries for 38 yards. He also has a touchdown. He also has a fumble, so that does kind of hurt him a little bit. But I'm going to go use the bathroom real quick because it's halftime and it's the only time I'll really have. So I'll be right back. And we'll try to stall for time in the halftime because there's nothing to talk about. All right. Sorry, I was eating some stuff because I was very hungry. Just like grab some food I had in the fridge. It says top passer, Hendon Hooker. Top rusher, Hendon Hooker. I wonder if let me actually see. Oh, it doesn't show. I want to see who's winning the college football. That game's got to be close to over, right? The Florida State Georgia Tech game. Oh wow, 21-14, Georgia Tech on top in the fourth quarter. My name is Mike. It's right there. No, you're good. You're good. It's tiny. But hopefully that I had some lunch meat and some little like bread that I got. Depressing look at the big Steelers Lions screen. I'm not sure what you mean. I'm a little confused. Maybe I'm depressing looked at the big Steelers Lions screen. I do like the setup, by the way. This is about as large as I'd want it to be, because if I make my camera larger, it makes the like live like ESPN thing a little bit smaller and harder to read. I mean, basically, as long as the score is available and you can see the plays, I think that's at least as much as needed, as well as like the stats and stuff. The only thing I don't like about it, for whatever reason, the scoring plays are from the first quarter onward. It's not the most recent play. I guess I could do that. The all plays instead. Because that might be more helpful. Yeah, maybe we'll stick with that. Isaac Ukwu. Oh, okay. Golden Tate sort of looks disinterested. This is his first season doing color commentary for the Lions, but it just seems very like he just doesn't seem that into it. I mean, I get it. It's a preseason game. All right. Oh no, there's still more halftime stuff. Youth football scrimmage. That's for sure. It's a brand new game. Totally new game at this point. I want to since we're in the halftime, can I do like multi-screen? Oh, I can't. Okay. Here's what we'll do. Because I'm bored with their halftime stuff. I'm going to just put on this Florida State and Georgia Tech game, because Georgia Tech is potentially going to upset here. Georgia Tech's up 21-14. I'll go back to the game probably at each commercial break just to see if the Lions game is back, or I'll notice it on the ESPN thing. But unfortunately, I can't do a multi-view with this for whatever reason. Although Florida State's driving, though. They're at the 19 or 21. This is the most entertaining week 0 game I have ever and unfortunately it's a game I'm not even watching because the Lions are playing in the middle of it. But it's 4th down. Oh, they're gonna go for it. They gotta go for it, right? I don't know. You have some time. They're gonna go for it though. You're down 7. You have time. Yeah, they're keeping the offense on the field. Wow. This is crazy. If Georgia Tech pulls out the upset, ooh, DJ Uyunglele's legacy is not going great. Here we go. 4th and 8. Throw. Caught. Oh, just short of the end zone, though. First down, though. Ooh. Wow. Talk about ballsy. Wow. If they score here, I'll see that, and then we'll switch back. Wow. Yeah, but that's the thing, right? It would just tie it, and Georgia Tech would get the ball back. Oh, I'm ready for Michigan State. Next week, we'll be live, Florida Atlantic, and there's a touchdown. Oh, boy. Florida State extra point away from tying it up. Roydell Williams. This is crazy, man. I hate that I had to miss this game. I mean, I'm glad that I get to watch the Lions. That's always fun. But, like, the Lions game is preseason, right? Like, I'm missing a good game here. But, hey, it's cost of doing business, I guess. Watch him miss the extra point. Wouldn't that be that would be pathetic. He's not going to miss it. It came a little close. 21 all. Wow. That's going to be a crazy, crazy ending. But let's go ahead and jump back into the Lions game. It should probably be starting up here soon. There's Aiden Hutchinson. They're interviewing him. Well, I hope that Michigan doesn't have another good year, because I can't stand all the Michigan fans. But hey, well, at least nobody respects them, at least with the brain, because they cheated their balls off. But hey, anyway, only Michigan fans ignore that, as they do many things. That was Maurice Alexander with the return to about the 30 or so. Wow. Deron Bland will miss 6 to 8 weeks, undergoing surgery. Handoff there. It's going to pick up about 4 yards. Is Hooker still in at quarterback? He is. Hendon Hooker's staying in. Oh, that's nice. That's good. Yep. Yeah, I went to MSU, so, you know, unlike most Michigan fans, I actually went to the university that I root for. So that's always good. Here's the snap. Hooker, pass coming. Throw is caught for a first down. And Shane Zylstra, in an attempt to stay inbounds, unfortunately bounces his way out of bounds, but picks up the first down. $14 minutes to go in the third quarter. Just starting here. Lions nearing midfield. They have been down all game. They tied it up to end the half. Play action, pass coming. Hooker taking a deep shot, looking for a man, and he did not come up with it. Oh. It was a nice throw, and unfortunately could not come up with the catch. Yeah, I mean, their ski club is emphasis on the club and less of an emphasis on the skiing, because I don't think they ever really go skiing. That was Doris Fountain, who just couldn't hold on to the football. Good coverage by the Steelers, but you got to be able to catch that football. That was a deep shot there from Hooker, though. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off this time, breaking the tackle initially and picking up an extra 4 or so yards is Zonovan Knight. So it'll be third down. Yeah, the ski club at MSU is just a big party group. I think they do technically go skiing sometimes, but it's like everything that I've been told, because I never hung out with any of them. Everything I've been told is that it's just a big party. So yeah. There's the snap, pass coming. Hooker on the move. Hooker gonna run with it. Hooker breaking free and picking up just barely the first down, avoiding contact as he runs out of bounds. Wow. That Deron Bland news, though, that's big news. Cowboys lose one of their best cornerbacks. He had all those pick sixes last year. His 14 all. Lions marching down the field into Steeler territory. There's the snap. Hand it off to Knight. Nowhere to go. Might have picked up half a yard. Yeah, there's a lot of clubs at MSU. Not all of them are just for partying, but a lot of them are just for partying in a way. A fraternity or sorority, they're basically just giant parties. Mostly fraternities. I don't really know about sororities. I would assume it's the same, but I don't really know. 2nd and 9, though. They're going to say a 1-yard pickup as Hooker bobbled the football. He picks it back up. Now Hooker with some space, stays on his feet, picks up the first down. A flag is down. I think somebody must have jumped. I don't know if there was I couldn't tell if they were blowing the play dead. It might have been a free play. So it'll be a first down for Detroit. I think it was an offsides. So it was a free play. Hendon Hooker bobbled the snap, but came up with it and picked up a first down. That's impressive instincts from Hooker. Here's the snap. Hooker screen pass is caught, but a loss. Steelers were all over that. Tom Kennedy with the reception. Tom Kennedy last year was the preseason story. Never ended up making the team. I think he might have had one catch, actually. I take that back. I think they might have had one catch. So 2nd and 11. Here's the snap. Hooker throw is caught. And look at the movement from Zylstra to stay on his feet. Just stiff-arming the defender and picking up an extra few yards, but short of the first down. 3rd and definitely manageable. I only ever went to I went to 2 actually. 2 different dining halls when I was at Michigan State. And it was both when I was a freshman, so this was years ago. I liked Case Hall's dining hall. I thought it was pretty good. Here's the snap and a handoff to Knight for the first down. And Lions in the red zone once again. But I know like Snyder Phillips Hall, like their dining hall is supposed to be really good. I never ate there. I don't know. The other one that I ate at, I don't remember what it was. I know where it is on campus. I just don't remember the building. I think it was McDonald. I think. I thought it was like the same. It was like, okay. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off to Knight again, and Knight going to pick up a yard and be stopped. Well, they're going to say a couple of yards there on the pickup. 2nd and 8. Ball at about the Steeler 15. Might be a little behind it by like a hair. Hooker takes a high snap. Pass coming. Hooker, now he's going to run with it. Hooker able to stay on his feet, but just short of the first down marker. He's going to pick up about 7 yards. It'll be 3rd down. I mean, that mobility. He got low, was able to stay on his feet for at least a yard or so. It'll be 3rd and 1. Hooker under center. Takes a snap. Now they're going to give it to Knight, and he's going to roll forward. Did he get the first? That's going to be close. He was stopped at the line, but he rolled forward. I'm not sure if he got it. Doesn't look like he did. They're going to say 4th down. And now Dan Campbell loves to roll the dice. Lions have a chance to take the lead if they take the field goal here. But it looks like they're going to stay on the field. Lions are going to go for it on 4th down. Hooker takes the snap. Whistle blown. Flag comes in. It's going to be a false start. And that'll bring the Lions back, and that will almost certainly bring in the field goal unit. And you could see him call for it. Unnecessary mistake, but Lions still got a chance to take the lead here with the field goal. Jake Bates gets his first field goal attempt of the day. Hendon Hooker leading yet another potential scoring drive here. Bates is 5 for 5 from field goals this preseason. Snap, kick, and it's no good. No good. He missed it. Wide to the right. And just like that, the streak of hitting field goals comes to an end. Lions come up with nothing. Ugh. That's unfortunate. Jake Bates, he'd had a pretty good game so far. A couple of extra points there. That was not that hard of a kick, and he missed it wide right. Well, so much for the Lions being able to take a lead here. Now the Steelers have a 50.9% chance of winning. 50.9% win probability. Yeah, he's going to learn somehow, some way. And I guess, overall, he's been pretty consistent, but those are the field goals you got to be able to make. We're not talking, that was not very far. It's an indoor stadium. It's right up the middle. It really, those are make or break field goals for me. So that's a really bad miss for Jake Bates, especially with a chance to go up. You got to make those kicks. Well, he did make the game-winning one last week. So, it's not like he's been, he's shown ability to make, field goals. But, that's one that's just sort of inexplicable. I don't know how he missed that. There's the snap, handing it off, and nowhere to go. Pickup of about 2 is Pirine. I seem to recall Pirine playing in a preseason game last year against the Lions. I seem to remember that name. I believe it's still Kyle Allen out there at quarterback. He's under center. There's a snap, toss around, and chopped up at the line. Nice tackle there by Stephen Gilmore. Able to just grab a hold of his foot. Yeah, I mean, like Jake Bates was, I would say great in KC. He didn't miss a kick. He missed 1 extra point, but he made every field goal. So, and he had the game-winning kick. So, yeah, I mean, Kansas City was bad for most of my life. They were not all that good. And then, just recently, as there's a deep shot and it is caught, a flag comes in, breaking tackles, and all the way into Lion territory. That is a big play from Fitzpatrick. But we'll see if it stands. The flag came in the secondary. And it's going to be defensive pass interference. Penalty will be declined. Steelers with a big play. I mean, Stephen Gilmore, who just made a nice play, stopping the run, and then gives up a huge pass. So the Steelers right back in the driver's seat, all the way into Lion territory, in the red zone. Ball at the Detroit 19 for Allen. Now, definitely within field goal range, and that's where that missed field goal becomes so much more critical as the handoff goes nowhere, a pickup of 1. I mean, all the momentum felt like it was leaning towards Detroit, and now all of a sudden it just feels far more in favor of the Steelers. Just about the final 5 minutes of the third quarter counting down here. No change in the score. It is 14-all, but the Steelers are knocking on the door. 5 minutes to go. 2nd and 9. Allen in the shotgun. Snap. Fakes the give. Pass coming. Allen throws. It is incomplete. Flag is down. I think it was a flag. And there it is. There's the flag. See what it is. Maybe against Detroit. I don't think there's been a flag against. And it's going to be illegal use of hands to the face on Detroit. I mean, the penalties have mounted on Detroit this whole game. There's been. I don't even know if there has been any penalties on Pittsburgh. I don't know if he's going to be great. I just don't know. We'll see. From what I've seen, I think he's been fine. He's been pretty good. He had a great week last week, but it seems like he does need to work on the consistency, which is probably the most important thing for a kicker. Handoff goes nowhere. It'll be 2nd and 10. Probably going to mark it as no gain. Those are back-to-back plays. Back-to-back passing plays, I should say, where the offense or the defense gives up penalties to give easy yardage. Second and 10. Allen takes a snap, hands it off, and it's going to be short. Pickup of about 5 or 6. So a 3rd down opportunity here for Detroit. You can force them to settle for the field goal. You obviously prefer that. It just would make that missed field goal all the worse for Jake Bates. 3rd and 5. Ball at the 8. Allen under center. A lot of motion. Looking to pass. Not a man open. Incomplete. He was open, and he just overthrew him. So it'll be 4th and 5. And now an interesting guy. Are they going to bring their field goal unit out, or are they going to try to go for this? And it looks like they're going to bring the field goal unit out. Kyle Allen heading to the sideline. And the field goal team comes out for the Steelers. They have not scored since the first quarter. This will be the first points they get in not only the second half, but in over a quarter. Here's the snap, kick away, and it's good. Right down the middle. Perfect kick for the Steelers. They get back up 17-14 with 3:20 to go in the third quarter. Lions get the ball back, try to tie it up or take a lead. That's where that missed field goal mattered, man. Like, you missed that field goal. Now they're up a field goal. I mean, even if you would have made it, would have just been a tie game. Or they would have wanted to go for it if that was their persuasion. But yeah, so Jake Bates got to get better. He's got to be able to be more consistent. He doesn't usually miss field goals, really. I mean, at least he hadn't missed field goals all preseason. So I understand that eventually they're going to miss, but still. Gary Anderson or Scott, yeah. Whoa. Oh, never mind. I thought the Bleacher Report announced that there was an upset. Georgia Tech driving on the Seminoles with 2 minutes left. Ooh. Yeah, Georgia Tech's got the ball with 1 minute and 2. 21 all. I guess I'll find out if they end up finishing the comeback. I wish I could multi-view, man. Like, it doesn't let me. It's not an option. Maybe they only activate the multi-view when it's actually football season. I mean, no, they usually just have it on all the time, but they have to make the multi-view. I guess I'm still waiting for that update where you can make your own multi-view. Yeah, it's YouTube TV. That's what I got. 3:20 in the third quarter. 17-14 Pittsburgh. There's the kickoff, and they're going to pick it up from the ground. This is a weird angle. A flag comes in on the return. Return could be coming back here, and it looks like it will. It's a hold on the return team. So it'll be a holding on Detroit. Again, the penalties just... I mean, I want to say all the penalties have been against Detroit. And that's just... That's got to get cleaned up. It's just got to get cleaned up. Hendon Hooker under center. Lions take over at their own 19. Hooker hands it off to Knight, who is taken down, picks up about 3, maybe 4 yards. Final 3 minutes of the third quarter counting down. Hendon Hooker has shown the ability to drive down the field this game, especially from the second quarter onward. There's a 4-yard pickup on the run there. Makes it 2nd and 6. Or maybe second and 7. I don't know. Fox doesn't know what's going on. 2nd and 7. And Hooker nearly lost the snap. Hooker looking, throws middle. It is picked off the hands of the intended receiver. Still moving and unable, and then forced out of bounds. That is Cam Sutton, former Detroit Lion, back with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he picks off his old team who let him go due to off-the-field issues, to say the least. A flag is down, though. And there is an illegal block in the back on the Steelers. Pittsburgh will keep the ball as it happened after the interception, but they will lose much of that return. And that was, that could not have been a worse situation to have your old teammate pick it off the hands of the intended receiver. That's the second turnover of the day for Hendon Hooker. That was Isaiah Williams, the intended receiver, too, who had been lighting it up in the preseason, and now Pittsburgh has a chance to go up 2 possessions. I'd never even heard of PlayStation. Well, actually, I think I have heard of PlayStation View, but obviously it didn't stick around. Did Georgia Tech, did they pull it off? I'm just going to check really quick. Oh, here we go. 44 yards for the win for Georgia Tech. 5 seconds to go. Oh, my goodness. Perfect timing for the win. Here it is. He got it. Oh, my gosh. Georgia Tech wins. Florida State upset in Ireland. 24-21. Just barely made it, too. Wow. What a win for Georgia Tech in Ireland to pull off the upset. I got to say, this is that's the most entertaining week 0 game of college football I can even remember. That's incredible. Good for Georgia Tech. That is incredible. That's incredible. Good for Georgia Tech, man. The Hornets, right? Or the Bees or whatever. I don't know what they are. The Wasps. So, Steelers take over the football. I mean, I would not necessarily blame that pick on Hendon Hooker. I mean, Isaiah Williams got to catch that football for 1. So the Steelers take over at the Lion 45. Allen with a toss, looking for the lane and nowhere to go, and brought back all the way towards midfield. A big loss. Nice play there by the defense. That's what you need. Push them out of field goal range. Just try to eliminate any actual gain from the mistake on the offense. So it'll be 2nd and 14, a loss of 4 on the toss. Now at the Lion 49-yard line are the Steelers. Allen under center, and he's got to call timeout. Something was not right, so the Steelers used their first time out of the game. Man. Florida State fan must be in shambles. Last year, they didn't make the playoff despite going undefeated and winning their conference. This year, they open up in Ireland and lose to unranked Georgia Tech by a field goal. Man, that sucks. That's too bad. Florida State fan must not be happy. It's Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech probably moves into the top 25 then, you would imagine, right? So my question is, because this is week 0, do we have to wait until the actual first week finishes before the AP poll gets updated? Because not every team is going to play this week, obviously. It's that game, and then there's a few other games, but they're all unranked teams. So it's not almost certainly, it will not affect the top 25. This is the only game that happened where it will affect the top 25. I mean, yeah, it's like packed in Ford Field. Yeah, seriously, it's like this looks like a regular season crowd. 2nd and 14. Allen in the shotgun. He's got 3 wideouts on the left side. He moves another man in motion. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off, and they're going to pick up some of that extra lost yardage, but well short of the first down are the Steelers. 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 is what they're going to call it, at least on the broadcast. And we got a Lion down. Not sure who that is. Can't see the name. Oh, it's Broderick Martin. This is just his 2nd season. He missed all of last year due to injury, and he's walking off the field of his own power, but that is a guy you don't want to lose again. I mean, he was taken in the 3rd round. Lions traded up to get him, I believe. And to see him taken off the field due to injury, and it's not what you want to see. No, there's still only one bye week in the NFL and in the NCAA. There's still only one bye week. Here's the snap. Allen taking a deep shot. Does he have a man? He does. He caught it in bounds for a 1st and goal, or 1st down. Not going to be 1st and goal, just short of the 1st and goal. We'll take a look. Let's see. 1 foot is down. I don't think that's got to be incomplete. I don't think he got both feet down. And they're going to say it's an incomplete pass. Yeah, he got 1 foot down, but his right foot was clearly out of bounds. So they overturned that call. It'll be an incomplete pass. I mean, let's see. Catches 1. Yeah, I mean, that's as clear as day that it's an incomplete pass. I don't know what the ref was looking at, but it'll be 4th down and 7. And the Steelers got to punt it away. So that is best case scenario for Detroit. There's the snap, and there goes the punt. It is going to be fair caught at about the 12-yard line. So, unfortunately, Lions turn it over, but now they get the ball back. Don't give up any extra points. 1:05 to go in the third. Down 3. Hendon Hooker in the shotgun. He's staying in, at least for this final minute of the third quarter. Here's the snap. Pass coming. Hooker throw is caught to Maurice Alexander. Or are they going to say it's incomplete? And they're going to say it's incomplete. I think. Or maybe he was down. No, I mean, I don't. It wasn't down, so it's on the player. But they call it a complete pass, and they call him down, so that's a little bit of a benefit for the Lions as Hooker breaks free of the tacklers, now stays on his feet. Look at Hooker go, and he picks up the first down. That is quite the transformation from what we saw earlier in the game, where he got sacked 5 total times. This time able to break free of the pressure of the collapsing pocket and pick up the first down. Yeah, no, it's just like week 0 is just sort of a fake name, honestly. It's like the first actual week, but not every team plays for some reason. I don't know why. It's just what it is. Judge Judy Justice. I don't understand. What is she, like a justice now? I mean, she's not a real judge. That is a very white house. It reflects a lot of light. I mean, it's just white. It's just like white house. I mean, it's big. Like, I mean, it's like, this is why I don't really like jerseys. Like, it like goes down pretty long. Like, and it's a medium, which is my size. But again, I'm not a big jersey guy, so like that's why it just feels baggy. And my question is, are they going to keep Hooker in for the fourth quarter? I would imagine. I mean, the game is within hand, and Hooker has been helming the offense all game, so I would say, yeah, keep him in. Like, let's try to win the game. Final 15 minutes. Lions down 3. They have not led all game. They had it tied at the half, missed a field goal. Steelers got a field goal. And that's where we are, 17-14. Hendon Hooker staying in the game. Yeah, that's true. Well, yeah, right. Like with the jersey, it's like they're intended to be worn with shoulder pads, right? Like Hooker pass coming. Hooker looking, throwing middle, caught by Maurice Alexander, who stays on his feet past the 50. Now just taken down at the 45. That's a really nice play from Maurice Alexander. A flag comes in late, though, and I think it might be a horse collar tackle. We'll see what the flag is. And it will be a horse collar tackle on the Steelers. That'll add to that. That'll add to that catch and run from Maurice Alexander. Really nice jump and breaking of the tackle from Maurice Alexander. Really nice play. Great throw, too, from Hooker. Just a bullet. Very nice stuff. And the penalty brings a few extra yards there. And that, yeah, I mean, that's as clear a horse collar tackle as you can get. So the Lions from the Steeler 31. Here's the snap. Play action. Hooker has Syme, and now he's on the run. Hooker looking. He's going to run with it. Look at the speedster as he runs for a first down, but I think a flag came in. And there is a flag. So this play may be coming back. See what the penalty marker is for. They're talking it over. On those long, drawn-out plays, you always think holding. We'll see. And here comes a call. No foul for what would have been defensive holding, so it'll just be a first down, nothing lost and nothing gained. All right, man. Appreciate you for stopping by. Appreciate all the support, man. It is 1st and 10 for Detroit. Ball at the Pittsburgh 17. Hendon Hooker done a very good job at just marching down the field. Thanks in part due to penalty. Into the red zone again is Detroit. Here's the snap. Play action. Hooker. Pass coming. Hooker breaks free of the initial contact. Now Hooker stays on his feet. My goodness. Hendon Hooker is on the move. He picks up about 8 or 9 yards running. It'll be 2nd and short. He was one-on-one with a defender, and he just said, nope, not going to happen. He ran forward to about the 11. It'll be 2nd and 2. Wow. Hendon Hooker now under center. Snap. Handoff. And Zonovan Knight forcing his way for a first down. And now it'll be 1st and goal for Detroit. Touchdown would give him a lead. Field goal would tie it up. Certainly within field goal range for Jake Bates, but he does have that miss on the day. Wouldn't mind just continuing to eat away at some of this clock. Hooker in the shotgun. Here's the snap. They hand it off to Knight. Knight looking for the hole. Finds it. Touchdown. Lions have taken the lead. Zonovan Knight with the carry. Lions are up for the first time today. Or that was Jamar Jefferson, excuse me, not Zonovan Knight. 20-17 Detroit over the Steelers. So now Jake Bates, another try at an extra point. Keep getting reps with the extra point. Here's the snap. Kick away, and it's good. 21-17, Detroit over the Steelers here in the fourth. Let's get the fight song going. Come on. Love to see that.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield, and win the blue and silver wave. Stand and cheer the brave, rah, rah, rah. Go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. Down the field and gang, a Lions victory. Go Lions!
Love that. Love that. Lions back on top. They're sitting with a 74.6 win probability right now. Late in this fourth quarter. Man, it would be crazy if they could pull this comeback off, man. That'd be back-to-back preseason games where they had comeback victories. And Hendon Hooker again has impressed. I know people are going to focus a lot on that first quarter, but overall, Hendon Hooker, obviously he has a couple of turnovers, but the interception I wouldn't say is totally on him. Off the hands of his receiver and into the hands of a defender is, hard to stop yourself from. The fumble I would say is on him. In so much as you got to hold on to the football. But outside of the mistakes early in this game, Hendon Hooker has shown a competency to be the backup quarterback. I really hope this ends the endless. Do the Lions need to sign a backup quarterback? Hendon Hooker is your backup. It really seems that way. He has certainly outperformed Nate Sudfeld in the preseason. And the coaching staff seems to think so because they're playing him the entire game. Nate Sudfeld hasn't seen a snap. So good to see. Hopefully the defense can hold the Steelers off for just a little over 10 more minutes here. Lions looking to win their second straight in the preseason. Lions fans jumping around, dancing. Love to see that. Kids having a great time. Grandma having a great time. Pops having a great time. It's lovely to see. It really is like a regular season environment. This is not the typical show out for a preseason game. It is packed. There's the kickoff, and it will be fielded inside the 10, past the 20, now past the 25, now past the 30, past the 40, and just at about the 47 or so. So a big return there for the Steelers. Will set up nice field position for Pittsburgh. 7 plays for 88 yards, a 3-minute and 26-second drive for Jamar Jefferson's 7-yard touchdown run. But the defense still has to do its job. 12:32 to go. Lions up 21-17. You have to, at the least, keep them to just a field goal to hold on to this lead. Allen is in the shotgun. Here's the snap. Allen's going to keep it, and Allen is going to pick up about 5 yards. He will be at about the Lion 49, maybe 48-yard line. Second and 6 on a 4-yard pickup from Allen. Snap. Fakes the give. Pass coming. It is caught, but short of the sticks. Nice play there. Fitzpatrick made the catch. It'll be 3rd down. Huge opportunity for this defense. It'll be 3rd and 1. Crowd is into it. Oh, wait, that's not Fitzpatrick. That's not Allen. That's a different quarterback. I don't know who that is. They're going to hand it off, and ooh, he dove for it. We'll see if he got it, though. It is going to be close. And it looks like they're calling him short. Pirine on the carry. It'll be 4th down. And are they going to go for it is the question. It looks like they will. 4th and 1. And there was some movement. A flag comes in. It'll be false start. And that's a 5-yard penalty. And that will force the punt team to come out. Lions crowd certainly having an effect in the preseason. 4th and 6. Punt team has to come out now. Lions defense comes up with the stop. And a chance to really ice this game if they can get a touchdown in this drive. Just a fly ball punt is fair caught inside the 10. It'll be a long drive for the Lions. Maurice Alexander with the catch. I want to see what the name of that quarterback is. Who is this new quarterback? Oh, it is John Rise Plumlee. Okay. So Plumlee is the name, is the magic name. Meanwhile, Carolina is taking it to the Bills. 31-19. Wow. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I took the Bills, so that doesn't. This might be the worst week of pick'em for me ever. But Lions, right now, here's your shot. You can really ice this game. March down the field, score a touchdown, and that should ice the game. The defense has done a really good job at limiting. I mean, they had the big play earlier, but in general, the defense has done a really good job of limiting the Steelers. I can't. This commercial is too much. It's so beautiful. It's just so. It's like an art form. It's an art form in and of itself. Applegate Home and Comfort, please sponsor me. I want the raw MP4 of that commercial. Please sponsor me. Lions sitting at a 70.2% win probability, according to ESPN. And it looks like that's the end of the day for Hendon Hooker. 12 for 20, 114 yards, a touchdown, a pick, 10 rushes for 93 yards. Again, I'm sorry, he's your backup. And meanwhile, here is Jake Fromm. Jake Fromm making his first career game as a Lion. He was brought in after, I want to say, the first preseason game. Toss does not go anywhere. That'll be 2nd down. Jake Fromm, formerly of the University of Georgia. I believe he played for the Giants for some time. Made his way around the league for sure, trying to make this Lions team right now ball at the Detroit 8. He's going to need a lot if he wants to march down the field and try to ice this game. Here's the snap. Pass coming from. Throw is a little high but caught, and broken up is Tom Kennedy as he picks up the 1st down. Tom Kennedy breaking free of the tackle, picks up a 1st. So Jake Fromm's first pass as a Lion is for a first down. And again, for Detroit, primarily what you want to do in this drive is eat that clock as much as you can possibly do. You got 9.5 minutes here. If you can just slowly but surely march down the field and come up with a score, you'll put yourself in a good spot. Here's the snap. Fromm fakes the give, play action. Throw up the middle. It is incomplete. Hit the ground just before it reached the target, Maurice Alexander. It's an... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did he catch that? Wait, hold on. I guess he did catch that. It didn't look like it hit the ground. I don't know. They're not revealing it, so they're just moving along. It looked like Maurice Alexander caught that. It'll be, that was a first down, so it'll be 2nd and 7 on the carry after the 3-yard carry. 2nd and 6, actually. Fromm from center is going to pass it. Pressure's coming, and he gets rid of it. Funk could not come up with it. I don't know what happened. Fromm was standing up like there was some confusion there. Avoids the sack. Makes it 3rd and 6. So it is 3rd and 6. Oh boy. Looked like a Lion might have jumped. And it will be a false start on Detroit. Unforced errors is certainly part of the story here. So now it'll be 3rd and 11. Jake Fromm's going to need a big play. 8:19 to go. Man in motion moves from the right to the left. There's the snap. Pass coming. Fromm looking, throwing, taking a shot. It's caught. And still on his feet is Calhoun as he's taken down in Steeler territory. Wow. Jake Fromm has also looked very comfortable in this offense. In his first drive, picks up a big first down on a 3rd and long. Great catch there from Calhoun as well. And then staying up and picking up a yard or two. So 1st and 10, clock continues to roll. Detroit in Steeler territory. Fromm under center. There's the snap. Play action. Fromm throws middle and caught for another first down. Calhoun. Wow. In coverage, Calhoun able to wrestle that ball into his hands. And a good throw there from Jake Fromm as well. Final 7 minutes, counting down. The offense is clicking. Fromm under center. Here's the snap. Toss around. Funk looking for the block. Finds the hole and picks up about 4. Six and a half counting. I mean, this has really been as effective of a drive as you can ask. I mean, you're eating away at most of that clock, which is critical in this stage of the game. And right now, you're in field goal range for Bates to be able to at least add on an extra 3 points. Ideally, you want to score the touchdown here to really ice this game. Fromm takes the snap, hands it off to Funk. Funk looking for the hole. Funk staying on his feet, but unable to pick up the first down. He does pick up about 4, maybe 5 yards, 3rd down. So it is 3rd and 2 on the 5-yard pickup from Funk. Lions primarily running the football at this point. Fromm in the shotgun. Alexander moving in motion. Here's the snap. Pass coming. Fromm looking, taking a shot. Man, wide open, and he dropped it. Oh, man. Almost had it, was Funk. Couldn't keep the ball. That was perfectly placed and perfectly thrown. And it just went right through his hands. Oh. Could not come up with it. That would have been a touchdown if he caught the football. So Funk unable to finish the job, but they're keeping the offense out there. They're going for it. 3, 2, 1, and zeros. And it looks like they were just trying to see if the Steelers would jump. And it's going to be a delay of game call against Detroit, though. So they weren't able to snap the ball if that was their intention. So now you got to try to kick a field goal, and you just gave up 5 extra yards, make it that much more difficult for Jake Bates. Should have called the timeout, though. I mean, I get when teams do that, but if you have the timeout, use it. You don't want to take those extra 5 yards, especially if we're talking about kicking a field goal. So this will be another field goal attempt for Bates. Snap, kick, and got it. A flag comes in, though. I believe he got it. Oh, it looks like there's a flag for offsides. That definitely changes the calculation. Or did he miss the kick? Maybe he did miss it. I couldn't really tell. I didn't see the signal. I'm going to assume he missed it at this point if we take the penalty. Oh, no, he did make it. Okay. Lions decline the penalty. Jake Bates makes the kick. They extend their lead 24-17. 5:22 to go. Nice kick there from Bates. Les Miserables. Oh. I like Les Mis. I never saw it as the musical. I saw the movie. I really like the movie. I got to see what some of these social media posts about Florida State are. Is it like, well, I guess the committee got it right. You guys didn't deserve to make the playoff. That's right. The committee may have been onto something. The committee may have been onto something. How much FSU misses Jordan Travis? Yeah. DJ's debut. 12 for 14. Negative 0.1 air yards per attempt. No college football team suing to leave its current conference has won its season opener. That's rough. That's rough. That's right. They are suing the ACC and then oh man, that's Florida State must be in shambles. FSU spent all off season thinking about the wrong team in the state of Georgia. Oh, that's brutal. These are amazing. Now I see why FSU is so desperate to leave the ACC. That's right. They can't hack it. They want to go play in the Pac-2. They want to go play in the All-American Conference. Imagine flying to Ireland to watch Georgia Tech ruin your season in August. Yeah. Wins against ranked opponents. Brent Key, 5. Mike Norvell, 4. Mike Norvell and Brent Key, for those of you who don't know, are the head coaches of Georgia Tech and Florida State and Georgia Tech, respectively. Kickoff from Bates will go all the way to the back of the end zone for a touchback. Man, they should just go back to the regular kickoff. This new kickoff is so lame. It's just like I don't understand it. And maybe that's it. Maybe I just gotta get used to it. I just don't get it. I don't understand it. So the Lions with a chance to finish this game off. They need a stop, or at least only to give up a field goal. I believe this is Plumlee, who is in at quarterback. Hands it off, breaking initial contact, running the other way. Oh, a big hit there. It was Shampklin? I couldn't read the name. Running back for the Steelers. Picked up just 4 yards. Could have been worse, though. Could have lost yards. Good on him to have the ability to go back the other way and pick up those yards. 2nd and 6. Shellen Garnes, rookie out of Wake Forest. Here's the snap. Fakes the give. Pass coming. It is caught in midfield or caught in the middle of the field, I should say, not at midfield. It'll be first down. Steelers moving down the field here. Jenkins with the reception. 4.5 to go. Lions up by just a touchdown. They got to be careful here. First and 10. Plumlee in the shotgun. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off and nowhere to go. Big loss there for 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and long as the clock continues to roll. Steelers have 2 timeouts. You would imagine that soon and very soon they will begin to use those, depending upon how this drive goes. Abraham Beauplan was the one who made the tackle there. 2nd and 12. There's the snap. Plumlee, pass coming, throw is caught short of the sticks, but a pickup of about 8. 3rd down here. Final just about 3 minutes and counting. Lions up just 7. Steelers are driving. 3rd and 3, I should say. Big 3rd down opportunity for the defense. But it is almost certainly 4-down territory for Pittsburgh given the clock situation. So you need a couple more stops. Plumlee, snap. They hand it off. No, Plumlee's going to keep it. He's going to throw a screen, but it's incomplete. They're going to say it was a screen pass, so it won't be a fumble, but it is 4th down and 3. Plumlee going to stay in. They're going to go for it, obviously. Yep, definitely a forward pass that was dropped. Fourth and 3, 2:40 to go. A stop here would almost certainly win the game for Detroit. Crowd is on their feet. Loud in Ford Field. Plumlee under center. There's the snap. Fakes the give. Play action. Plumlee looking, taking a deep shot. He caught it! Wide open. Converts into Lion territory. Does Watkins. A flag is down, though. We'll see what the flag is. This could change things. And it is ineligible man downfield. So they'll lose the yardage and it'll be 4th down again. Wow. Talk about a critical error for Pittsburgh. Ineligible man downfield. Ay, ay, ay. That is brutal. On what was an amazing play, Pittsburgh has to try it again, this time from a lot deeper. 4th and 8. Another chance for Detroit to come up with a stop here. This one, in theory, should be an easier stop. 4th and 8. Then a flag comes in. It's going to be a false start. Oh, my goodness. You cannot make this up. False start on the offense. That's a 5-yard penalty. It'll be 4th and 13. What started as a 4th and 3 is now a 4th and very long. And they are forced to go for it, essentially, given the situation. So now the Lions, or maybe not, Plumlee's on the sideline. Are they just going to punt this away? And the Steelers are going to just punt it away. They figure they have 2 timeouts. They have no choice. Wow. What a turn of events for Pittsburgh, who were effectively moving down the field. There's the punt. Maurice Alexander out to return it. He will let it bounce, and it takes a favorable roll for Detroit as it rolls out of bounds at about the 20, maybe the 19. Jake Fromm will head back in. 2:19 to go. Just need those Steelers to burn the couple of timeouts after this 2-minute warning. And then you can win the game with a 1st down. Ball at the Lion 14. Jake Fromm lining up under center. 88 in motion. Snap, pass coming from Fromm. Fromm throws it up the middle. It is caught. Breaking free of the tackle is Alexander, and a 1st down picked up. I mean, you couldn't have written that any better. That'll take it to the 2-minute warning. Steelers going to have to start using those timeouts if they want to keep themselves alive. I mean, in limited time, just about a quarter's of work, Jake Fromm has looked pretty solid as well. Either way, I think if we're talking quarterback room, I think it's looking a lot like Hendon Hooker and then Jake Fromm and Nate Sudfeld being the odd man out. I just don't think we have much room for Nate Sudfeld. He's not getting any play in this final preseason game, which tells me a lot. Tells me that they've seen enough of what Nate Sudfeld can do, and if it's anything in agreement with what we have seen as fans, it can't be good. Would not be shocked to see the quarterback room being named as Jared Goff, Hendon Hooker, and Jake Fromm. Oh my gosh. Why is there a truck horn in this commercial? Stop it. It's scaring me. All right, come on, commercial. Can we just... This game is basically over. Can we please? Lions are sitting with a 97.3% win probability. Final 2 minutes. 24-17. I mean, Hendon Hooker getting the player of the game on the broadcast. I think it's deserved. 12 for 20, 114 yards in the air, 93 on the ground. That's a total of 200 yards in the game. There's the snap from Fromm. They're going to hand it off. And not a whole lot gained. And the clock stops. Steelers use their second timeout. 1 left to go. Under center is Fromm. Here's the snap. Fakes the give. Play action. Fromm throwing wide open was the tight end, I believe. And a first down picked up by McKeon. I have never heard of who that is. I'm pretty sure he's a tight end, though. So a Lions first down. Clock will stop again due to a Steeler timeout. Right? Didn't look like he stepped out of bounds. But doesn't look like they're saying that they used a timeout. So maybe he did step out of bounds. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off this time. And they're going to pick up, maybe 4 or 5 yards on the extra pickup there. And now the Steelers use their final timeout. So now a first down will win it for Detroit. And what would be yet another really nice comeback for the Lions this preseason. And the end of the preseason, I should say. Lions still with all 3 of their timeouts. They will not be using them. At least not as it stands. And after this, we will be off for the week. And then Sunday Night Football. Rams, Lions, 8:20 in Detroit. A rematch of the wild card matchup where the Lions beat them. And then the second week, you get a rematch of the divisional round against the Buccaneers. 2nd and 5 for Detroit. Fromm under center, hands it off, looking for the hole, and he's going to get it. So there's the first down they needed. Lions are going to win the game. Steelers out of TOs. And within the 2 minutes, Lions up 7. Jake Fromm will take some knees, and the Lions are going to win it as a Steeler is down. Ryan Watts. That is, you hate to see that. Player on the last play of the game for the opposing team. You're already losing, and then to get hurt. So the clock will be set to 40 seconds. I believe that's what they said, and geez, that's terrible. Ay. That's just, I mean, take a look. Looks like maybe he took a knee to the head area. Oh, and then a shot into the back. Really has sucked the air out of the arena, and what would have been just a nice win have it end in an injury for even if it is for the opposing team. These are guys that are fighting for their careers, fighting to stay at least somewhat active on an NFL team, and to go down potentially in a serious injury. That's just brutal stuff. He is not really, I mean, you could see his foot is moving. And there's really been nothing. The staff for the Steelers has just surrounded him. He's laying on his back now. Initially, he was laying on his stomach. They rolled him over. Lions players and Steelers players all down on one knee. Just silent. Mike Tomlin is out there with his guys. Head coach Russell Wilson out there on the field on one knee as well. And he's beginning to sit up. Claps from both sides of the field, in blue and the white jerseys. Claps from the crowd as well. Still somewhat unclear as to what it is that happened or where he got hit. It looks like he's pointing to the back of his neck, so I think it might have been a leg or a knee that might have hit him on the head in the midst of the collision of bodies. And he's able to stand up, and he is gingerly walking out with the assistance of the staff. And that's good to see. But you pray for the kid. You hope he's all right. Kid, I mean, I don't know how old he is, but you pray for him that he's okay. It's Ryan Watts, the rookie out of the University of Texas, the DB. Obviously, at this stage in the preseason, these guys are fighting for their careers. They're fighting for spots on their teams. So you hope that it's nothing too serious and that he can continue to play this kid's game. So 1:26 to go, though. Lions are going to win the game as long as they knee the ball down. That clock will roll. Steelers are out of timeouts. So Jake Fromm in the huddle with the offense, just standing around. They will exit the huddle shortly here and then just take a knee. And they exit the huddle now and get into victory formation for the first time this preseason. We've seen victory formation. Snap is taken and kneed. And they're going to need to knee it just one more time. A little bit of a discrepancy between the play clock and the game clock. Play clock just a second or about a couple of seconds ahead. So they will just knee it one more time. Snap, knee, ball game. So the Lions, in back-to-back weeks, come back to win it. This game, a score 24-17. Lions finish the preseason with a record of 2-1. Once again, another winning record in the preseason. And we are now just 2 weeks away from week 1 against the LA Rams. Let's get the fight song going here.
Forward down the field, a charging team that will not yield, and win the blue and silver wave. Stand and cheer the brave, rah, rah, rah. Go hard, win the game. With honor you will keep your fame. down the field and gang a Lions victory. Go Lions!
Love to see that. Real quick, we'll go over the box score. Hendon Hooker, obviously the player of the game. 114 yards in the air, 12 for 20. Only a 71 rating, obviously, and because of the turnovers. With the pick, sacked 5 total times, but he also had the 93 yards on his feet, including a 19-yard run, all on 10 carries. So he was very effective on the ground. Jake Funk as well had a pretty good night, or a pretty good day, I should say, 10 for 40. Pretty solid stuff from him. Maurice Alexander had a couple of nice catches there, 4 for 60 yards. Isaiah Williams really didn't show up. Nothing from Sione Vaki Sunday as well. And then from the special teams side, Jake Bates, pretty good day overall. 1 for 2 from the field goal, but 3 for 3 from extra points. So he has gotten plenty of reps, albeit minus that Giants game. He has missed at least 1 kick a game. I hope for his consistency to get better. But as it stands, Jake Bates looks solid. Isaiah Williams looks solid in the return game. Three returns for 30 total yards. I mean, if you can get 10 yards every time you return the ball on the punt, and then 37 yards on the kick return. But Maurice Alexander had a couple of returns there for 55 yards as well. But good win for Detroit. And that will do it for Lions preseason. Next time we'll be back in Lions play-by-play will be September the 8th. Lions-Rams. So, where is it? There we go. So, if you enjoyed, please subscribe. We're going to be live streaming Lions games, Michigan State football games. So it's a good time. Appreciate anybody for stopping by, listening in. And look, if this preseason, these last couple of games indicates the kind of wins we're going to get, or the fact that the Lions are going to win games, hopefully that translates into the regular season. So it's fun, a low pressure environment preseason. So it's always kind of fun to do these games, even though they are not exactly the most riveting. Still, again, if you enjoyed, hit the like, hit the subscribe button. We'll be back next Tuesday, breaking down all the sporting news of the week. So have a good rest of your day, everybody. I will see you all on Tuesday. See you later. Good.